Hey, what's going on guys? Wingsuman here and welcome back to another episode inside the Handcraft server. Today guys, we're going to work on a new project which is going to be melon and pumpkin farm, and sadly this farm is not going to be automated like all of my other farms, because I tried like 6 or 7 different automated farms, and to be honest, they are not really that efficient because there's a difference between PC version and Micron Pocket Edition, and with the amount of the redstone they require, I don't really think it's worth it. So we're just going to build an ordinary melon and pumpkin farm, and the reason I want melon and pumpkin farm is because I want to get villagers trading in my underground base, and that's one of the reasons I want melon and pumpkin farm, because they're real nice to trade with the villagers, with the farmers. Also, me and Matt did a lot of the work on tree, and it looks really amazing and natural because we spend a lot of the time planting all of the saplings. And as you can see, there is still a lot of work to be done. I need to put some of the leaves manually just to cover the logs and to fill some of the gaps, like over here, for example. But that's a lot of the work off camera done, and we are mostly going to do this off camera because I don't want to bore you guys with this. Also, with the new update, I just dyed my bed yellow because I think it looks nice, and it's kind of blend with the cables over here. It is a lot lighter than the cables, but I think it looks nice over here. So now we're just going to hop down and check our little tree, and you are going to see how much progress we done. And I don't know why is it always lagging when I try to use the Lytra, but as you can see, I'm using the fancy graphics off because I had some problems with the lag, and I think it really helped, but it kind of messes up with my render distance, and I'm not really sure why is that happening. But as you can see, there's the tree, and it looks amazing, and I'm going to put picture on the screen from Ed view. He basically took the picture from that cliff over there while we were working on it, and it looks amazing, and I'm pretty happy with this because it really has that natural look, and I'm pretty happy about it. But enough of that. We are going to work on melon and pumpkin farm. Also, the leaves texture is a little bit changed with this fancy graphics off, but I don't really mind it, and I added some of the green concrete over here, green concrete powder, and I think it blends in with the grass really nice. And also added some of the buttons. They kind of act like little stones, and I think they look really nice. And over here I just added some more of the powder, and I think it looks really nice, and I'm pretty happy with that. So now we are going to go ahead and go down, and we are going to start working on our farm. And the reason I have 3 ender chests, if anyone of you noticed and wondering, is because my ender chests tend to basically disappear when I mine them with the silk touch pickaxe. Maybe it's just because I use them too often, because with the shulker boxes I basically went like OCD. I have all of my stuff organized. I have books, I have minerals, I have all of that stuff over here, basically all of the things I'm going to need, redstone box and everything like that. And this black one is going to be the project. Basically, when I have a little project, I'm going to put all the items I need for that project in this black shulker box. And I think that's really nice idea because it really gives me a lot more space for my inventory. Okay, we're glitching through walls, but it's not big problem. And as you can see, and if you remember, last time I came over here, it was like 4 blocks high, and now it's like 10. So I spent a lot of time mining this out, and it was a long project because I had to do it at the ceiling. So that's done now, and it really gives us a lot of the space for decoration. And I will see if we want to add columns or something over here, just kind of like the support. And what was that? I think that was from the glitch over there we had in the block, and I don't know why we glitch in the blocks, but hopefully it's not going to kill me. I also added this tunnel, and looks like this one slab ghost blocked, basically disappeared. So I'm going to replace that off camera, but I just added this entrance over here and replace this clay over here that I had with the blue concrete, and I think it looks really nice, and I'm pretty happy with our super smelter room over here. So it really gives a nice tunnel look, and I'm pretty happy about that. But over here, this is where I'm going to fit my melon and pumpkin farm, so I'm going to have to dig out the area, and it looks and seems like the perfect time for the time lapse. So really quick, if you guys are enjoying this series, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. It really does help my channel. And if you have any suggestions for decoration on the floor or anything like that, make sure to leave them down in the comments. I really appreciate it. So now we are going to cue the music and do another time lapse, and I'll be back with you guys in a couple of minutes. Alright guys, I am back, and I really hope you enjoyed that little time lapse. As you see, I dig it 3 blocks high, and I didn't really like the 3 blocks height, so I decided to do it 4 blocks, and I don't think I showed it in the time lapse, but you didn't really miss anything important. I just dig another layer over here to make it 4 height, and I think it looks really cool. So all the materials that we're going to need for this are in this project box, so let's just go ahead and grab all of them. We're going to need some buckets of water, and the two are basically for the infinite water source. So Sorry about that. So we're going to use them. Also, of course, we need some dirt, some torches, and some bone meal to just bone meal the seeds. So we don't have to wait for them to grow for the pumpkins and the melons. So we're going to grab all of these materials and we're going to start making this. And as I said, I really tried a couple of the different designs, and this is the most simple and yet most effective way that I found. So I really hope it's going to work. And I mean, there is nothing to not work. Basically, it's just a normal simple farm. So I like to put like 3 blocks wide pathway over here. So this block is going to be the wall, and then we can go 3 blocks from here, and I believe we need to go from this block over here. So let's just go ahead check that. So 3 blocks wide pathway basically gave you enough of the room for decoration, and it really nice for the walking over there. So I'm pretty happy about that. So we're going to start with the water layer over here. So I believe this is 20 blocks wide room, but we have 4 over there, and basically it's going to be like the 15 of the melons and the pumpkins over here. So we're going to grab 2 or 4 buckets and basically make a little infinite water source over here. So let's just go ahead, put one over here, and I believe we need to put one on the 3rd block, and this in the middle is going to be the infinite water source. So now from over here we can just go ahead and fill all of this up. Okay, that's wrong wings. Let's just go ahead and fill this up over here all the way like so, and then we need another layer of the dirt. So let's just go ahead and make this even over here, and then as I said, we're going to use the hoe over here, and we're going to basically hoe this ground over here so we can plant all of the seeds. And on this layer over here is going to be pumpkins, and I'm going to do 2 layers of this for the pumpkins, and on this side for the melons, and I think that's going to be really nice. So let's just go ahead and grab our pumpkin seeds. So there we go. Let's just go ahead, plant them right away, and I'm going to bone meal them a little bit later. So let's just go ahead and plant all of them over here like so, and then I'm going to put this row over here for them to grow basically, and I'm going to add another dirt layer over here for the torches, so it's going to light up the area and give them a lot of the light for them to grow basically. And this is really effective way, and this is the design I just copied from our little pumpkin farm that we had for our project for the 5 slime chunks basically. So we try to use the pumpkins, and they don't really work the same way they do on the PC. So I have like 16 stacks of the jack-o'-lanterns, and this is the way I got them from, and it was really fast, but sadly they all go to waste because they don't really work the same way they do on PC. So now when this is done, we are going to add another layer over here for the water, and basically just go ahead and alternate between the pumpkins and the melons over here. So we're just going to copy this design on and on and on. So let's just go ahead and fill all of this over here like so, and then we can just go ahead, grab the water over here, and we just need 2 buckets for this to make it work. So let's just go ahead, put this one over here, and it should make the infinite water source. Okay, I messed that up a little bit, so let's just go ahead, put this one over here, and now it should create the infinite water source over here. Or why am I failing at this? Let's just go ahead, put this one over here like so, and now that should be infinite water source. There we go. Let's just go ahead and fill all of this over here like so with the water, and basically I'm going to do another row of the pumpkins over here. So we're going to do the same design, the same we did on this side, and don't worry, I'm going to fill that cave over here. MadEnder was nice, and basically did the lighting of all the caves over here, and if you see the cobblestone patches like this, that's where the cave was. So I basically I decided to cover that up with the cobblestone, so I don't really make anything out of it or mess something up. So let's just go ahead, do this like so, and we're going to put all of these pumpkin seeds over here, and then we're going to add another layer for them to grow basically, and again for the torches, and we're going to do the same thing for the melons basically. So we're left out with 8 pumpkin seeds, and that's really nice, but we don't really need them, to be honest. I think this is perfect size. This is like 17 wide, and I don't know how much it goes that way, but basically we need the water over here. We need a place for them to grow the seeds, and we need space for them to grow the pumpkins over here, and another space of dirt for the torches, so it has enough of the light. I don't think it's necessary to put a lot of these torches, but I have a lot of them, and I don't really use coal as my fuel, so basically I have a lot of the coal, and I basically can spam the torches over here. I don't know if it's going to help, but if we have them, why don't we just use them? So there we go. This thing is done over here. So we're going to add another layer of the water, and we're going to put the melons on this side. So I think that is going to be real nice, and as I said, this is the most efficient way I found the melon and pumpkin farms. I tried like 7 or 6, as I said, automated ones, and I don't really like them because they use a lot of the redstone. Some of them don't use that much redstone, but basically it has a little space to grow, and I didn't really find it efficient. So I think just taking out like 10 seconds of time just breaking all of the pumpkins and the melons is not really much of the deal. So that's why we're going for this manual farm, and don't worry, I'm going to make a lot more automated farms, but that just have to wait a little bit, and I need to see what I need first and what I need to basically do the first. So as I said, over here we are going to start with the melon seeds. So we have 40 of them, and I guess it's going to leave us with 8 again. So let's just go ahead and grow all of them over here like so. And I know this is not the best way with spamming the torches, but as I said, I have a lot of the coal, so I don't really worry about it that much. So now again we need a place for them to basically grow over here, and water is going to prevent them from going that way. So basically we're going to get a nice row of the melons and pumpkins over here. So let's just go ahead and finish all of this over here like this, and again add another layer for the torches, and we're just left with to do another layer of the for the melons basically, and I think it's going to cover this whole room over here. So I believe this goes like 20 blocks from here to the entrance, and 17 blocks wide. So that's a pretty big room, and I really hope you enjoyed that little time lapse. So let's just go ahead and spam the torches all the way over here. Let's see if I missed any. So I missed a couple of them over here, but it's not really much big of a deal. So one more time we need to do the water on this side, and then we need to put the melons, and that's basically our farm completed. And again, if you have any suggestions what should I do for the floor design in this room or in that big room, and if you have any suggestions for the walls and stuff like that, decoration, definitely leave them down in the comments below. So let's just go ahead and again fill all of this over here with the water. So let's just go ahead and do this. So again on the third block, hopefully there we go, I didn't mess it up this time. So we created the infinite water source over here. So let's just go ahead and use it. So spread the water all the way over here, and this is the most efficient way, as I said 1,000,000 times, and I really like it. So let's just go ahead use this iron hoe. Some of you might say that iron hoe is a little bit of a waste, but I don't really think so I have a lot of the iron, so it doesn't really matter too much. So let's just go ahead and do this over here like so again, and looks like I missed some of the water over there, but it's not big of a deal. Let's just go ahead, spam all of these melon seeds over here, and I'm going to need some melons and melons block and the pumpkins for this decoration over here. I have a little design that I want to do over here, and it's going to cover all of this over here. So it's going to be nice, but it really requires some of the resources like melons and pumpkins only, and I'm going to use jack-o'-lanterns for that because I have like 16 stacks of them, so I'm probably going to use and stick with them. So let's just go ahead, do this last row over here, and looks like we're missing some of the dirt, but luckily we have 20 more left, and that should just about does it For this, let's just go ahead and add all of the torches again over here, and we're going to light up the area from the mobs and basically provide enough of the lighting for the melons and pumpkins to grow. I don't really know how much light level they need. I'm not really that technical with this, but that's basically pretty much all we had to do. So now we are just going to bone meal all of this over here, and I'm going to bone meal them up probably off camera a little bit, but that's all the time I have for this episode. I really hope you guys enjoy it, and if you do, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. It really does help my channel out, and I'll thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in my next one. Peace out.